Be the change. Be the change or conform to the matrix. Be the change, find your authentic voice, or blend in with everything else. Be the change, find your inner joy and your stillness, and break out of the thought patterns, the constant thinking flow. Be the change, get in shape so you can carry yourself easily around here on planet Earth and feel strong and capable within yourself. So many good reasons to be the change. Family, root chakra, belonging, community, culture, and tribe. Belonging, community, culture, and tribe. Having a place where you feel centered. Having a place where you feel content, centered. Having a place where you feel like you can grow. Having a place where you feel accepted. Having a place where you feel like people are lifting you up. Having a place where you feel like people are contributing to your success. They're not trying to make you falter, and they're not trying to make you feel insecure, or they're not trying to just break you down a little bit. Makes me feel better. No, they're trying to lift you up, and they're trying to help you along the way. Family, a place where you can feel safe, secure, respected. There is loyalty, there is growth, there is working together, there is unity, growth, learning from each other, loving on each other. And so if you have issues with, so this might be a sign that focusing on the root chakra can be very beneficial. Focusing on the root chakra, what you focus on, that's where your attention goes. So if you focus on your root chakra, your attention is going to go there, your energy is going to go there. And if you pray about healing and allowing it to come back into its original position or place or being, and falling into its own, then you can start healing. And if you feel like you have issues, including like unfocused mind, you're not reaching your goals, unable to stay still, insecurity, mental fatigue, if you're feeling frustrated, rage and stuff like that, it could be a sign that it would be beneficial for you to be grounded and to work on your root chakra so that you can feel some sense of grounding. And also with family, it's also a sense of grounding and a sense of belonging. And if you don't have a family, then you can start a family, or you can create a sense of a family within however your life situation is, so that you can create that secure place, that secure space for you, and so that you can grow and become the best version of yourself, if that's what you want to be. And so who do we got here? Who is shown up here? So we all have all of these archetypes within us. All of these archetypes that is in the tarot, we all have them in more like bigger or lesser proportions. We all have these aspects within us. They are there. They can be utilized. They can be taken out or not. So, got the Star. Got the Five of Cups. And we got the World. After big changes in life, sometimes after big changes in life, after the Tower, now there is a time for like, okay, whoa, your whole mindset got screwed up, or not screwed up, but it got shifted. Your whole mindset got shifted. Now you see things from a different perspective, and you see things in a different way. That's a major change, and your whole foundation has been shook up. Like, so how do you ground yourself, and how do you find space within your life after major changes? New ideas, maybe a new way to see things, new way of something in your life that came into your life and just swooshed you off your feet for a little bit, and now you're trying to find your grounding. And so after these changes, and after setbacks, or after big disappointments, or after stuff like that, there is going to be room for healing, but you have to allow it. And so if you're still in fear or in shock or in like stayed frozen after this whole shakeup, this whole, maybe you just broke through your own, like you see your own ego. Now you can communicate from your soul. Now you see the difference. Maybe you see how other people are treating you, and you thought that they actually meant what they said, and now you see what they really are doing, or stuff like that. And it can be very uncomfortable to see these things, but still they are there. So you can still utilize this time to allow yourself to receive the healing, to also open up your eyes to see the things that are going on. Because if you kind of have a, our bodies, our minds, our souls, everything is constructed in a way that can give you messages about things in your life that you might not want to see it. And so maybe there is someone who is betraying you. Maybe there is someone that is secretly just stabbing you in the back, or there's something that you are grieving about. This can be something from the past too, that maybe you haven't found the key on how to release it yet. Perhaps you didn't find out yet how to close that cycle and to allow it to come into a conclusion. Sometimes we get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. So the feeling uncomfortable is our comfort zone. And once the feeling uncomfortable is our comfort zone, it can be scary to change. It can be scary to heal, because it is, now who are you then if you are healed? If you're always been used to being unhappy, uncomfortable, feeling not quite right, and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, how are you going to go from there to like feeling appreciation, gratitude, feeling good enough, feeling that you got what it takes and you have a little plan in your life, and now you have a purpose, and so life starts feeling better. And finding your own center can be like in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, is also, the first one is like the physiological need. It is like air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction, like family, like finding a grounding where you can find that safety for yourself. Find a situation where you can find that safety for yourself, so you have a space where you can hold it. And then you have, like with health and employment, resources, property, have a place to stay, have a place to live, where you can start your family, or you can start that feeling of belonging, so that you can allow the healing to come into your life. And sometimes you have to acknowledge the uncomfortableness before you can allow the healing to come into your life. And also allowing the, like, grief can be something that you don't even know that you have it anymore. Like, you don't even know that it's within your body anymore. Something happened in your life that was very difficult, very challenging, and the grief set in, and then you're trying to keep up with a normal life, and you're trying to keep your appearances, you're trying to do with the Joneses and all that stuff, and do it right. And so you're just showing up for the world, and you're showing up, and you're showing up, and you push it aside, and you push it aside, and you push it aside. And then eventually you'll forget about it. It'll sit there, but you just forgot about it. It was so long ago. I thought I had dealt with it. And so unless you sit down for a little bit and you allow yourself to be like, hey, dang, I don't know if I ever really completed that cycle of grief. I don't know if I ever allowed that healing to take place after all this stuff happened. So now I'm kind of holding myself back by carrying all this grief and the loss and the betrayal, the sense of being betrayed, and carrying that, so that it's difficult to close out the cycle. And the sad part is that if you don't find a way to close out this cycle, now you're going to be in a karmic cycle with this whole situation happening over again and over again and over again. And you're going to find new things that are going to give you grief. You're going to find new things that are going to everything is going to come back, unless you find a way to break the cycle so that you can come to a conclusion. And it's easy. You own it, and it's for free. Like, you can sit down. It's easy to access it, but you have to just be in a mind space where you allow it, and you have the safety, and you have the security around you to allow yourself to maybe fall apart for a little bit. And then you can pick yourself up again, and you will pick yourself up. You're going to be way, way, way stronger. And so in regards to goal, in regards to your goal, So, okay, we have so in regards to goal, this can be like creating something, starting something, creating something. Um, I think in regards to the goal, like you can create something really beautiful here from where you're at right now. So if your life seems a little bit daunting and a little bit, life seems a little bit daunting, it seems a little bit stuck in a cycle of repeat, then in regards to your goal, you can use it. Like once you find the key to release your own inner blockages, once you find your own key to do that, you're going to be able to utilize all of that you have learned, like the being alone, like the being an outsider, being on the outside, feeling left out in the world, feeling like you have lost, like there's been conflicts and you have regret for something that you did, or and then the Ace of Wands is typically a new venture, like passion, great new passion, all that stuff. And so in regards to your goal, there is a sense of wanting to birth something. You are wanting to birth something and very also ambitious to what you want to create. And the creation is there. The creation is available to you, but it will require you to reawaken the passion. Because how are you going to create something beautiful with no passion? And the Empress is here. The Empress, how are you going to utilize all these energies that the Empress brings? Like with all the energies from the Queen, so you have grown a lot. Like this is a lot of growth. This is like a mature project. This is a project that is, or a goal that has been thought through. It's got the resources, it's got the passion. It needs all these things to be carried out into the world. And so how can you go from within yourself, like being blocked? So with this loss or whatever happened before that wasn't dealt with and wasn't concluded, then it's going to block that new passion. It's going to block it so that the creation or the goal that you have set up for yourself is going to be more difficult for you to reach it, because you as a person is not quite ready to carry it out yet. So the Five of Pentacles, like how can you utilize the grief that you've had, but you have to get over it first so you can release it. And when you release it, then you're opening up yourself so that you can allow the passion to flow through you. And once you allow the passion to flow through you, now you can set that goal or the new idea or keep working on that with passion and with excitement and a sense of adventure within yourself. And utilize the loss, utilize the grief, utilize the sense of having to have gone through this world maybe alone. And then now you have to figure out how can you create a sense of safety and family for yourself in this world so that you have the foundation that you need in order for you to go out and reach your goals. And it's a process, and it's definitely doable, and it won't bring you into the matrix. It will allow you to stand out from the matrix, and it will allow you to stand on your own 2 feet and figure things out as a strong, capable, beautiful human being. And Esther and Abraham Hicks says, begin the creation box process. This is a creation box. Okay, creation box. Begin the creation, like goal, like what is it that you want to work on with a goal? Maybe your goal is first and foremost to how can you allow the grief to release? How can you release the grief? So begin the creation box process by finding a nice looking box, and on the lid in a conspicuous place, write the words, whatever is contained in this box is. Whatever is contained in this box is. So if you have this box and you write on top of it, whatever is contained in this box is. And then you go from here, and then you can put in there, I concluded my experience with grief. I've concluded my experience with grief and I let it go. I am feeling released from whatever, however you want to put it into the box, and then you claim it so that you can change the current state of affairs within yourself so that you can release it and be on the merry way with your goal. Whatever is contained in this box is. If something feels appealing to you in any way, clip it and drop it into your creation box. And say, as you drop it in, whatever is contained in this box is. The more ideas you drop into your box, the more your desire will be focused. And the more your desire is focused, the more alive you will feel. For this energy flowing through you is what life is. Creation box. Library. Take control of your own narrative. Yes, take control of your own narrative. How do you talk to yourself? What is the old story that you be telling yourself? What is the old story about this? What happened in the past? Like, how are you relaying the story to yourself? Like, have you been abandoned by your family and you're relaying your story as the victim that was betrayed and wounded and broken and maybe abused and hurt by your family? And then are you telling the story from a victim point of view, or are you telling the story from a survivor's point of view? And take control of your own narrative. It is a very, very powerful thing that Tony Robbins, he talks about it all the time. Like your old story, how can you change your own old story? When you change your old story, you change your life. So taking control of your own narrative is we have Three of Pentacles. So even though things might seem a little daunting at the moment, the creation box will be helpful. And also it looks as if there's going to be teamwork, there's going to be dedication, there's going to be projects, goals reached. Three of Pentacles. And so your work that you are putting in there is being noticed, and there will be collaborations, there will be teamwork, dedication, and yeah, releasing some of this here blockages. Finding your foundation, a place of belonging, allowing all the sadness and the grief from before in life to let it go, release it. We all have it. We've all been living for a while. And so when you've been living for a while, you have a lot of stuff that we probably didn't process yet. So how can we let it go? I know for one thing for sure, life is much better when you let it go. And when you let it go, your light can shine through, your joy will come through, everything that you want with your life, happiness, joy and bliss and all that good stuff will have a place to come through. So the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves and respects the same beautiful light in you. Until next time, namaste.